Hello and welcome to a random commentary with me, One Exploits, and you whoever may be. And this idea was suggested to me, and then I decided I might as well give it a go. And this footage that you're seeing now is from Team Fortress 2, and it's from Payload mode, or Payload game mode, whatever, which is the only mode pretty much I play because I really enjoy it. But if you really enjoy something, what's the point in playing something else? I haven't actually played much Team Fortress 2 until a couple of weeks ago. I started playing it. Started off just with the offline modes, which is practice mode. Started that for about half an hour and then just jumped straight into Payload. Quick matches, it's just random servers. And this server was actually a really good server. I just found by accident, so actually after this hour play session or so I favorited it. So yeah, this is all live gameplay. Well, it was all recorded live in a 1 hour session. Not edited at all. Make me look better. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. None of that. None of that here. So as I was saying, I haven't played much of this, but over the last couple of weeks I've been playing it a little bit and hopefully getting a little bit better. But I've played about 8 hours of it now, or 9 hours. Where before I hadn't played any of it. It was on my Steam list but not installed. I actually bought it before it went free to play, so don't call me a free to player because I'm not. Yeah. I actually bought it before it went free to play, but didn't really get around to playing it because I had somewhat of a reluctance to play online FPS game since Battlefield 2 when I quit that 2007. I was basically waiting on Battlefield 3 before I got back into any online FPSs. But it didn't come out. Well, it's coming out now, October 25th, but hasn't come out for like 6 years, so it's been a 6-year wait basically. Never done a random commentary. I just do Let's Plays, but I'll probably make this a weekly feature in the not too distant future, but I have to get a intro sorted out and stuff like that, so once I get all that sorted I will probably do this once weekly. Like, I'll be talking in the future about, like, my topic this time is games coming out in the remaining 5 months of 2011, and then I'll be talking about games coming out in 2012, and I will be mostly talking about PC games because I'm a PC gamer. I used to be a PS2 gamer back in the day. Started off with PlayStation basically, PlayStation 2, 2001, and then got into PC gaming in about 2005 with Battlefield 2. And since then I've been pretty much a PC gamer, although I did buy a PS3. Didn't play that much in PS3, just like GTA 5, stuff like that. Uncharted 2, I loved Uncharted 2, and that's one of the first games I'm going to say. The only non-PC game I'll be talking about, which is Uncharted 3, which is going to be PS3 exclusive, I'm pretty sure. Cannot wait for that game. I think it is coming out. Oh why, there's so many good games coming out in November. It's coming out November 1st, 2011. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. But I will be probably Let's Playing that, but I'm going to have to get a Hopage HDR PVR or PVR thing to record it. That's going to be the only PS3 game I'll be playing, but I may or may not play that because I have quite a lot coming up. I've got Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is coming out on the 26th of August. That's quite soon, another 18 days till that comes out. And I'll be Let's Playing that, and then I'll be Let's Playing Skyrim on the 11th of November 2011. That's when that comes out. PC, of course. I only play pretty much all my Let's Plays, in fact all of them are PC games. I was planning to do PS2 games, but then I changed my mind. I was going to do Devil May Cry, but changed my mind on that, and basically just stuck to doing PC games, newer releases like Fear 3, Duke Nukem Forever. I did Fear 3 because of well, the fact that I did the Fear Let's Play which was one of my first completed Let's Plays. And I did, what was the other one? Portal 2, which came out April 19th, 2011. We've had somewhat of a drought of games, as I said, in the summer, but anyway, I have to talk about my topic, which is games coming out in 2011. And we've got, what, it's 8th of August now. We've got August, September, October, November, December. We've actually got 5 months left, and in those 5 months we've got quite a few games coming out, quite a few big games coming out. As I've said, it's probably because of Christmas and a lot more birthdays being in this autumn period. Now, none of these dates are actually set in stone, because a lot of them are subject to change, and actually a lot of releases do actually change. Like, for instance, we have Red Orchestra 2, a strategic FPS game coming out, the PC exclusive, one of the few PC exclusive games coming out, and it will be coming out now on the 13th of September apparently. It was set for the 30th of September since the start of August, but unfortunately it's been pushed back to the 13th, at least on Steam. A lot of games nowadays seem to have very unclear release dates, like they're saying, for example, Serious Sam has said summer 2011 for ages. And we've got Serbia 3 coming out soon. It's going to be out, just says what 2011, so it's unclear. Serious Sam is still unconfirmed the date, but it's been moved below games that are being released in September, which leads me to believe it's going to be released. It's going to be pushed back beyond summer, which is kind of unfortunate, because it did say summer 2011 for ages, and it's nearly the end of summer 2011. Well, it's getting there anyway, so yeah. What else have we got? We've got Deus Ex Human Revolution out on the 26th of August. I'm pretty sure that one's set in stone. I cannot wait for that. Going to be doing a Let's Play of that, and pretty sure Deus Ex Human Revolution, yeah, it's coming out cross-platform, but I hope they release a high texture pack for the PC. That'll be awesome. It's made by Adios, who make great games like Tomb Raider. We've got for some reason it says Serious Sam Double D August, Serious Sam 3 in September. This is on Eurogamer releases, platform PC. I used to get my information from play.com, but they kind of changed the format and it's not as good now. It doesn't have specific dates unless you click on the actual item, which is unfortunate because I like it laid out in the list so I can actually see the way it used to be in the magazines I used to buy. Like PC Gamer had at the back of the magazine release dates, August, and then it had dates beside each game, so you knew exactly when the games were coming out. A lot of these stupid sites don't have clear dates, and that's what you really need, because people need to know when these games are coming out. Although they do get delayed a lot of them get delayed. Pretty much every game gets delayed. We've got Driver San Francisco, cannot wait for that. It's coming out on 1st of September on Steam, 2nd of September elsewhere. But I'm guessing it's like at midnight on the 1st, something like that, so it would actually technically be the 2nd, something like that, I don't know. But I really enjoyed the first game, one of the best games I ever played on PlayStation. And it spawned so many other games like Stuntman. I didn't like the second one so much, but it was pretty good. The only thing I didn't like was the wee man that got out of the car. It was terrible, badly animated, badly graphic, just terrible. Bad idea. This one, the best thing about it is it's all about driving. It's non-stop driving. There's 120 licensed cars, and you can just jump from one to another. So say you're driving along and about to crash and someone's chasing you, all you have to do is jump to the next car. And then I think there's a cooldown on it though, because there need to be, or else it could be, well, pretty much exploited badly. So you can just jump from one car to the next if you're in danger. and continue driving. So it's like non-stop driving, which is awesome. You don't have to crash and stop and get out. You just boom, straight over to the other car and away you go. Same if you're chasing someone, you can actually transfer from one car to a closer car and get the upper hand that way. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Definitely a first as far as I know. And then on September 9th we have Dead Island, which is gonna be awesome. Cannot wait for that also. Dead Island is a sequel to Left 4 Dead 2. I think it's by Valve, isn't it? So Valve, in my eyes, can do no wrong. Steam is just the best service ever in my opinion, and they've done some of the best games ever. Well, they have one of the best online FPS games, Team Fortress 2, which you're seeing footage from now. They have the best game of all time pretty much, which is Half-Life 2. So yeah, they're a good company. And Portal 2 and Portal, which were highly original and just opened up a whole new way of thinking of FPS. Like there's no killing it pretty much, but unless you died to turrets. What else have we got? We have got Rage, which has been, it was supposed to come out in September, but it's been actually dropped down to October 7th. On some sites it just says fall 2011, so some of these companies don't like to commit to a date now because certain things happen, like bugs. They get bugs and they have to fix, so it gets pushed back and pushed back. Biggest example of that would be Duke Nukem Forever got pushed back 12 years or some shit. Ridiculous. And what else have we got? Batman Arkham City. It's been pushed back to the 21st of October. Hopefully it should come out then, but as you know, with games that get pushed back, they can get pushed back even further. But I'd say most of these games will be out before Christmas, and just because people buy games for their kids at Christmas and stuff, so yeah, they have to get it out for Christmas time. That's the main aim of most of these companies. That's why I see so many releases in autumn, whereas you don't in summer. Like we've had somewhat of a drought. I mean, talking about the biggest games, what we've had, we had The Witcher 2, we've had Portal 2, Witcher 2 in May, Portal 2 in April the 19th came out. Then we had Shogun 2, which I wasn't really into because I'm not really into RTSs at the moment. I used to be, but not so much anymore. Like they're kind of samey to me now, because it's just, I played the demo and it was like, oh, this is good, but like pretty much experienced this before. Anyway, what else have we got? Of course we have the Epic, and I cannot wait. This is the game I'm looking forward to the most. On the 11th of November 2011, the only game. I guess they bought this tape pretty much because they wanted 11/11/11. It's a pretty big date. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Cannot wait for that. It'll be awesome. And that's pretty much set in stone. In fact, it is set in stone. It will come out in 11. I guarantee it. What we got else? We have, I'm talking about PC games here because I'm a PC gamer, you know. So yeah, as we're saying, Batman Arkham City on the 21st of October, and it is the sequel to Arkham Asylum, which was an awesome game, so hopefully this lives up to that standard, because that was a really good game. One of the, if not the best ever Batman game, certainly the best one I've ever played, even though I haven't played much of it. Yeah, it's going to be good. That's of course cross-platform, like most of these games are. The only non-cross-platform one is Red Orchestra, Heroes of Stalingrad, and yeah, what else have we got? There's a couple of others, there's 2 others at least, but I cannot see them at the moment. Not sure if Serbia 3 is PC exclusive or it will be cross-platform, but certainly Serbia and Serbia 2 were PC exclusive, I'm pretty sure, unless it was on PS2 as well, back in the day. Can't they Rage's cross-platform, yeah. Dead Island cross-platform, Skyrim cross-platform, Batman's gonna be cross-platform, of course. Battlefield 3, I think that's gonna be cross-platform. Unfortunately, because like Battlefield 2 was PC exclusive. I'm not actually sure. It might be PC exclusive. No, it's not. Sorry. But hopefully they optimize it for the PC and strip it down for consoles, which I think they did have a talk or a press release saying they were going to do that. They were going to like optimize it for PC and strip it down for consoles, which is the way it should be. I mean, we have the hardware and PCs to do these things. We have the best graphics cards, the best core processors. I have 8 core i7. I have 570 GTX graphics card. I have over a terabyte of memory. I have 8 gigabyte of RAM, and that has to be. Why can you not give me a game that uses that? You have to give me a friggin' badly ported games like most cross-platform games are, which use up too much of my resources and are not using my PC to the best of its capability, and it should be optimized perfectly for PC and then stripped back for consoles, because consoles are holding the PC games back quite a lot. I want to play cutting edge graphics. That's what I want to play, like Witcher 2, amazing graphics. It was optimized for PC and it plays pretty well, but you need a pretty good machine to run smoothly. It's probably not the best optimized game, but I'm sure they could do a much better job of actually optimizing it for, like, you have a low end option and you have an amazing high resolution, high texture version for insane computers, yeah, and everything in between. Probably harder than it seems, but yeah, I guess it would take a lot of work to get that to work properly. Anyway, what else do we have? We have Torchlight 2. It's unconfirmed, but it's going to come out apparently in autumn 2011. It's been pushed back. Once again, that's a dungeon crawler like Diablo 3. Unlike Diablo 3, it's not going to cost an arm and a leg, and it's not going to have you paying out money every fart's end. Basically, it's going to be a set price. You buy it, you own it, you play it, you have all the content. Unlike Diablo 3, which is going to be taking your money, as far as I'm concerned, because it has the real money auction house, which has 3 fees, and there's a big controversy over that. It's got an insertion fee, it's got a processing fee, it's got a payout fee to the person to get their money for the item they sold, which is ridiculous. That's 3 fees, just siphoning money off people. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't mind. An online auction house is a good idea, but with 3 fees, that's fucking ridiculous, to be honest. So I will be buying Torchlight 3 and supporting that over Diablo 3. No doubt about that. Although, depending on the score Diablo 3 gets, I might actually buy that, but I'll wait until I see the reviews of it before I get that. And yes, Diablo 3 is coming out in 2012, not 2011, so I won't be talking about that. I'm only going over dates basically here. I'm not going into any real depth of these games. We've got Saints Row the 3rd, which is looking pretty good for November 2011. It's been pushed back to the 18th of November. We've also got Lord of the Rings War in the North, unconfirmed, but it's coming out in November. So many awesome games coming out in autumn. It's unbelievable. I'm not going to have time to play all these, seriously. I'm going to have to pick and choose, obviously the best of the best. But without a doubt, I'll be playing Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim the most. No doubt about that, come 11th of November. On Driver, I'll be playing in September pretty much. I might do a Let's Play, I probably won't do a Let's Play because the driving games are kind of boring for Let's Plays. Even though this one's keeping it exciting with the whole aspect of jumping from car to car to keep the action going. And that's what I like, total action, that's what it should be. That's what the game's all about, fun. And what's the most fun? Total non-stop action, that is the most fun, in my opinion. Not getting out of your car to walk about 100 miles to get to the next place. Yeah, well, that doesn't really happen, but you always get into another car and drive away. But I just keep the action going and going and going and going, so it's going to be awesome. Just like the climax. What else do we have? We have Jurassic Park. Oh, can't wait for that. That's looking actually pretty good. It's based on the first movie, which I really loved back as a kid. One of my favourite films back then. Jurassic Park. Look, it looks pretty good. Like, there's previews on Steam. You can go take a look at it. So some of the screenshots. There's like the screenshot of the guy. Remember, he steals the formula or something in the can, in the spray can. He steals the DNA of the dinosaurs, and then he's driving through the park and he gets stuck down the hill, and you can see his car sitting down the hill beside a wee waterfall, and the little dinosaur comes and spits in his face and kills him. You can see that screenshot. It looks pretty lifelike. It looks like nearly exact to the actual film, which is epic. Got Battlefield Play for free, which is unconfirmed 2011. I actually played the beta of it. It's actually in beta right now. And there's items you can buy for, I think it's real money. I'm not actually 100% sure about that. But it's free to play, and you can buy upgrades, which I don't really like, because you can actually buy guns, which is not good. Which is actually the controversy over Battlefield 3, which you had the war pack or something from a game. If you pre-order with them, there's two places that do it, and everywhere else doesn't have it. So if you pre-order from those two places, you get a special pack, which sucks because it's kind of an advantage to some people. Like, it's guns, and some people aren't going to have those guns, which already exist in the game. But those people who pre-order from this certain place get the guns, and these people who don't won't get them. So that's kind of unfair in my opinion. That's some people who might prefer those guns might not get them, and some people who won't prefer them, and people who do prefer them, who do get it, will have an advantage over people who don't, who would have had an advantage had they had that weapon. Like, everybody has their own playstyle, their own specific preferred weapons. Some people prefer sniper rifles, some people prefer shotguns, some people prefer RPG heavy artillery weapons, anti-tank weapons, whatever. Anyway, after that, what else we got? Dota 2, which I'm not interested in, Defense Evasions. If you're interested in that, you can look it up. These are all unconfirmed 2011, so it's not 100% sure whether they will or will not be released in 2011. Got Max Payne 3, it's been delayed somewhat, but it is supposed to come out in 2011, but it's not 100% whether it will, and I'm really looking forward to that. I cannot wait, because I really loved the first game. It just blew my mind the first time I played it back in 2001, PlayStation 2. That was amazing. It's so good, such good storytelling. The graphics were amazing for the time, the faces looked amazing, and the bullet time was awesome. It was like the first game that properly did bullet time after the Matrix film in 1999. I thought, wow, this has just incorporated this so well in the game. It's amazing. It's such a good game, and the nightmare sequences are so iconic, and they paved the way for many games, even Fear, like the bloody corridor that all started in Max Payne, as far as I know. It was the first game I ever saw that in. Like the nightmare sequences, you went through the dark door, and you're going along a bloody corridor, you had the platform across like blood spots and stuff. That was so good. Serbia 3, yeah, as I said, that's supposed to be coming out in 2011. Looking forward to that. One of the best important flicks ever of Serbia I'm talking about. Serbia 2 wasn't bad. I think, I'm not sure which one was better, but anyway, they were both good games. We've got Tomb Raider. I thought Tomb Raider was coming out in 2012. But I'm pretty sure it is. The new one, the revamp. Trackmania 2, which has been delayed. I really enjoyed Trackmania. That was such an original game back in 2004, 2005, wasn't it? That was just a very good game. Very original. Like you built your own tracks, like a loop-de-loop and everything, and you could race online with your own design track. It was quite free, like a sandboxy type, but it wasn't an open world. It's like a set track. You're building your own tracks to race on. Anyway, got Trine 2. Trine was a great game, but I actually myself haven't played it. I've never got around to playing it. Heard a lot about it, and so I will be checking that out once it comes out.
Mission begins.
But I don't have much to say about it, obviously. We have, of course, a lot of people are excited about this, Star Wars The Old Republic, but it's going to be only available from EA's shop, I think. And there's some controversy over the pre-order of that. I'm not actually sure the details, but yeah, I probably won't be playing that, even though, because I'm reluctant to get into another MMO since what happened with World of Warcraft. I became somewhat addicted to that and pretty much only played World of Warcraft for like 3 years. Didn't play anything else because I was playing it that much. So I probably won't be playing that. I don't like MMOs anymore because of the fact that they have no ending. I need games that have an ending, basically, because I need something to work towards, you know. I mean, working towards a goal that keeps moving back, whether it be levels, whether it be item level of gear, which is what World of Warcraft had. It had achievements. Well, first of all, it had gear, levels. Like you had to get to the max level first, you had to get the best gear then, and then you had to, when achievements were introduced, you had to get all the achievements, basically. Well, I did anyway. The achievement hunter pretty much had 11k achievement points. This was just before Cataclysm was released, because I quit just before Cataclysm. So yeah, that was a lot then. What else do we have? I think that's pretty much covered it as far as what I'm actually interested in. Even though some of those I'm not interested in. I was talking about the biggest games coming out in 2012 or 2011, sorry. So yeah. A lot of people have boycotted Battlefield 3 because of the whole, as I said, the whole thing over the pre-order pack you get from the game or some other place, which is an unfair advantage to those people, or so many people see it that way. But I probably will still buy it because I've been looking forward to it since Battlefield 2, which was my favourite online FPS. I've been looking forward to it for 6 years, and me personally, I would still play it even if it was just a revamped graphics engine over Battlefield 2, because that's all I really want. But the destruction engine in it looks amazing, like destroying whole buildings, and hopefully I'll be able to crush some people with flowing debris. That would be hilarious. And just so much scope for funny deaths, and it's a lot of fun basically. Guild Wars 2 is supposed to be coming out in 2011 also, but it's unconfirmed. Don't know whether it's been knocked back to 2012 or what. So we will see, time will tell, but this is information currently on the 10th of August. Trine 2 is actually released by Atlas USA, which is awesome. They're the people behind Persona. The Persona series is one of my favourite PlayStation 2 games. Persona 4, amazing. Came out in 2009. At the very end of PlayStation 2's life, it's just like, wow, this game is so original, so good. It's the first Persona I ever played, and mine was blown by it. So good. It was like set in a high school, but at first I was reluctant because of that fact, but once I got into it, the storyline, the characters, the depth, and the combat even was amazing. So good, so smooth, so fluent, such a good package. the way they put it all together was just perfect, in my opinion. One of the best JRPGs I've ever played. Ever. In fact, best JRPG I've ever played, pretty much. Not that I play many JRPGs, but I've played Final Fantasy, a couple of those, Final Fantasy 12, which is good, really good. I actually got a free copy of that on eBay. What do you call it? Pre-release copy. Back in the day. Yeah, and I've also played Dragon Quest 7, that was a good one. That was one of those anyway on the PS2. That was pretty good, but my favourite has to be Persona 4. I actually completed that twice, so good.
The payload is nearing a checkpoint.
That's gonna do it for part 1 of this random commentary. I'll be coming back with a part 2, which will be slightly shorter, but I'll just be talking about I won't be talking about games coming out in 2011 because I've pretty much covered that. I'll probably be just filling in the gaps and talking about somewhat talking about Team Fortress 2, but not too much. I'm sure plenty of people know about it already. I mean, who doesn't know about Team Fortress 2 by now? It's been out since 2007, so yeah. Only me who was reluctant to play it, stupidly. But I think the main reason I was reluctant to play it was well, I'll go into that in the next episode, or the next part of this. There's going to be 2 parts to this. I'm going to split it because I don't want another 50-minute video, because people don't really like to watch that long videos, I know. But I kind of end up making that long videos for some reason. But I'm going to be splitting them in, trying to get it down to about 20 minutes at most. But this, I know this is going to be like half an hour anyway, but part 2 will be 20 minutes or so. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2. And as always, have a nice day.